Meghan Markle's father, Thomas, speaking out in a new interview. We'll tell you what he revealed.
Kim K for president? What did Kim say about running, and what did she reveal about Kanye's love for Trump?
Jennifer Garner's Father's Day tribute to Ben Affleck has us all talking.
And speaking of dads, actress Zoe Saldana tells us how her and her hubby squeeze in date nights with 3 kids at home.
Plus,
What did you see? Jada Pinkett Smith relives the moment daughter Willow told her about walking in on her and Will.
it is all today on People Now. All right, here we go. Good morning. It's a special day at People Now because it is our 1,000th show. Huge applause in here.
President Wino Tim.
Come on in.
This time with some
champagne that he popped right before.
It was your moment and you accidentally popped it way too early.
Right before we were live, it popped out of nowhere and it landed all the way over here. Cheers. Thanks, Tim. Yeah,
It's
go ahead.
not only our 1,000th show, it's also National Splurge Day. So talk about a perfect opportunity to treat ourselves.
Treat yourself. All right, celebrate the day. We're dying to know if you could splurge on anything today, what would it be other than binge watching 1,000 episodes of People Now on your streaming device. All right, we're excited to get the results in, but first, here's what you need to know and what is trending today. Watch this. In a new interview with the UK's Good Morning Britain, Meghan Markle's father, Thomas, is weighing in on just how soon we can expect royal babies from her and Prince Harry. Thomas explains that Meghan has wanted children for a long time and she loves Prince Harry so much that, quote, there has to be a child making somewhere soon, which is a strange way to put it. Going on to add, quote, I don't think there is a stork in the air yet, but I think it will happen sooner or later. In Monday's interview, Thomas also reveals that Meghan cried when he told her and Harry that he wouldn't be able to attend their wedding in May due to health issues, and described how he felt watching the wedding on TV as Prince Charles walked his daughter down the aisle. Watch.
I was honored. I can't think of a better replacement than someone like Prince Charles. I was very proud. I couldn't have seen a better moment in my life. I was very upset that it wasn't me, but the whole world was watching my daughter. I was very happy about that. The unfortunate thing for me now is that I'm a footnote in one of the greatest moments in history rather than the dad walking her down the aisle.
Now, in the days leading up to the royal wedding on May 19th, Thomas initially decided not to attend the wedding after it was revealed that he had arranged several staged photo shoots with paparazzi. The next day, he reversed his decision, saying he would attend, but then just 2 days before the wedding, Meghan confirmed in an official statement that he would not walk her down the aisle after all due to his heart-related health problems. Addressing that paparazzi controversy, which Thomas now calls a mistake, he tells Good Morning Britain that he has apologized over the phone to Harry and Meghan and that both were very forgiving. Now, Meghan clearly has not let any of her family drama get her down. The new Duchess of Sussex attended her first British wedding as a member of the royal family on Saturday with husband Prince Harry at her side. Meghan wore a long-sleeved white and blue Oscar de la Renta wrap dress for the occasion. She paired that with a simple but elegant white fascinator and a hint of that signature messy bun that we always obsess over. In a nod to his wife, Harry opted for a 3-piece suit and a blue tie to coordinate perfectly with the blue in Meghan's dress. They were all smiles as they walked hand in hand into the church, where Princess Diana's niece, Celia, and her beau, George Woodhouse, tied the knot. Now, this is Meghan's first appearance since her one-on-one outing with Queen Elizabeth on Thursday. We talked a lot about that as well. All right, guys, could there be a Kardashian in the White House someday? Anything's possible these days, right? During an interview with CNN's The Van Jones Show on Saturday, Kim Kardashian West weighed in on whether she would ever run for office. Watch.
Trump's president. It could happen.
I know. That's why Kanye loves him. It's the idea that anything can happen.
So, could anything happen with,
I guess never say never, but that's not going to be like a Kim's run. That's not where what I'm going for. I just want to help, starting one person at a time. And I think sometimes if more people would just put their personal feelings aside and talk about really important issues that have to be discussed, then so much more can get done.
We heard the never say never, all right? We got it, Kim. This comes just weeks after Kardashian West helped Alice Johnson receive a presidential pardon. The 63-year-old grandmother spent 21 years in prison, part of a life sentence for a first-time nonviolent drug offense, after she helped facilitate communications in a drug trafficking case. Kardashian West learned about the case online, eventually meeting with Trump earlier this month in the Oval Office to discuss it. On June 6th, Johnson was formally released from a federal prison in Aliceville, Alabama. Guys, Jennifer Garner celebrated ex-husband Ben Affleck on Father's Day. The actress and mom of 3 sharing this photo on Instagram, writing, quote, "Our kids are lucky to have a dad who looks at them the way you look at them and loves them the way you love them." She added the hashtags Happy Father's Day, 3 lucky kids, and have a great day. And it looks like Ben did have a pretty great day. The Batman star shared this pic of a homemade card from his kids. He captioned the post, "I can think of 3 incredible reasons why today is so special. Happy Father's Day to all the dads and father figures out there and to the women that empower them to be the best they can be. We are all so fortunate beyond measure." Now, Garner and Affleck, of course, separated in 2015 and filed for divorce last year. The two have maintained an amicable relationship for the sake of their children. A source previously telling People the kids love when they all spend time together. As long as Ben keeps working on himself, Jen is happy. She will continue to support him because it benefits the kids. Affleck recently wrapped his film Triple Frontier in Hawaii, where girlfriend Lindsay Shookus was seen visiting him on set. Sources tell People the pair are still very much together, but are also in no rush. So there you go, still going strong.
We are kicking off Star Treks with one Bachelor Nation couple ready to tie the knot. Ashley I and Jared Haven are engaged. Yes, Jared popped the question in Mexico on Sunday while filming the upcoming season of Bachelor in Paradise. It's a pretty fitting location, too, since that's where the pair's up-and-down relationship first began 3 years ago. Now, fans remember Ashley's tear-filled Paradise experience in 2015 after Jared didn't reciprocate her instant feelings of attraction. But the two remained close and quickly built a strong friendship. And I guess things worked out. Now, fast forward 3 years later, and in a big Bachelor Nation plot twist, Jared poured his heart into an emotional love letter, confessing his newfound affections. Ashley saying, quote, "I was scream-crying, basically alone in my apartment reading that, just sobbing and sobbing." So surprising that Ashley I would be crying. The couple officially confirmed their relationship in late May, recapping their journey in a candid episode of Ashley's show, The Story of Us. Things moved pretty quickly from there. The duo already call each other husband and wife and are not shy about packing on the PDA. Jared explaining, "I think we just both see each other as lifelong partners, so it's not scary for me personally to call her my future wife." Hey, when you know, you know. Big congrats to the happy couple. And in other romantic news, Scotty McCreery is officially off the market. The country star and girlfriend of 6 years, Gabby Dougal, tied the knot in the North Carolina mountains on Saturday. He told People before the ceremony, quote, "We've been dating 6 years and have known each other our whole lives. That kind of story doesn't happen too often nowadays. I support her dreams and she supports mine." Very sweet. The ceremony was officiated by McCreery's childhood pastor, and the two shared personalized wedding vows before heading to celebrate the new union with friends and family at the reception. Their first dance was set to Elvis Presley's Can't Help Falling in Love, and their guests enjoyed Cajun-inspired dishes, which was a nod to the bride's Louisiana roots. And instead of a traditional wedding cake, the duo opted for an assortment of pies. Very fun. The venue that gave a rustic feel held a special place in the couple's hearts. Dougal telling People, quote, "We fell in love with the mountains during summertime when Scotty proposed, and our venue is like a little castle in the woods." To which Scotty added, "Very Beauty and the Beast." On Tuesday, the newlyweds will head to Tahiti for a romantic honeymoon before settling into their new home together in the States. Congrats to the very happy couple. And those are your Star Treks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. Jada Pinkett Smith is sharing her reaction when she found out daughter Willow once walked in on her and Will in a compromising situation, to say the least, a little bit awkward. Plus, Zoe Saldana sharing her secret to staying sane as a parent. That is all coming up. Stick around.
All right, let's check in on our question of the day. It is National Splurge Day. We've been asking if you could splurge on anything today, what would it be?
One Twitter user says, "I'd take the most epic summer vacation ever.
Oh, yeah.
First-class flights, 5-star hotels, shopping sprees galore."
That sounds actually really amazing. And everyone is talking about National Splurge Day across Twitter. We have some tweets coming in.
Do we? There they are. When it's National Splurge Day and going to have a heat index of 100 plus.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really hot today.
And that would be the perfect way to handle it, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you might be in a coma after.
I feel really bad afterwards. Is it considered splurging to fill my tank with gas that has gone up to 50 cents a gallon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
That's a splurge.
A needed splurge where you're not going to be able to go
practical
anywhere.
Thing. Is that the last one? Do we have more? No? All right, guys, thank you for commenting. Keep tweeting your ideal splurges. Use the hashtag People Now, but now we move on to this.
Yes, the whole world has watched Zoe Saldana kick ass in blockbusters like Guardians of the Galaxy, Avatar, and Star Trek. But do her 3 toddlers realize how cool their mom is? Here's what she told us.
We loosely share with them because it's only fair that if I'm ripped away from them for a great part of the day, that they know what I'm doing.
Right.
And we want them to take pride in the fact that work is part of life. And so my husband and I are very much about working with our kids. They are heavily into superheroes. So when they see me green, you know, they're gonna ask questions, and we try to the best of our abilities to provide those answers in a very simple way. But they're on set with me. They get to see me through the whole makeup process. They go to Avatar. We show them clips of the movies that I've been in that are suitable for them, that are appropriate, and that they won't be like super duper impressed or scared. And they love it.
I'm sure.
But I don't know if they understand what I do.
Not fully, right?
They just think it's cool.
I would just love to hear their little reactions when they see like Blue Mom.
I'm just imagining them lighting up when they see you again.
They're always like, every time we FaceTime, it's like, oh, Mom, you have dots on your face. Yes, remember. Like, oh, you're in Pandora?
Love that. Now, the busy mom of 3 also opened up about her date nights with her husband of 5 years, Marco. Watch this.
Date night happens every time they go to sleep. Like at 7, you know, we're very strict with the sleep schedules because that's the only way that we can have some sanity, you know, and keep our marriage healthy. So they're sleeping by 7, and then we're just having a glass of wine and catching up on our lives, you know.
All right, on Jada Pinkett Smith's new series, Red Table Talk, nothing is off limits. So when she stopped by her studio, we had to ask the Girls Trip star what moment with her 17-year-old daughter Willow has surprised her the most. Here's what she said.
The thing that's funny about Willow is that I've already been through so much with her, even if it's a particular incident or something that she's revealed. Probably the most was when she said she walked in on Will and I.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you looked surprised in the actual show when that came up, and I wondered, was that like known or not known?
I was like, what in the world is going on? Like,
and then it's like, oh, what exactly did you see?
what did you see?
What was the initial emotion? Were you embarrassed or kind of like?
I was shocked. Like, how did I miss that? You know, I was like, you never told me that. But, you know, she explained, like, I felt like I was walking in on something that was private and it wasn't any of my business and it's natural. And when I looked at her, she didn't seem like she was traumatized.
Right.
Just like, how did you feel about it?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Well, if she's open to talk about it, she must be.
Right. So I was like, I always say, everybody has a therapy fund. So you got a therapy fund.
I'm pretty sure that music was playing at the time, too.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
In addition to Willow, Jada and Will are parents to 19-year-old Jaden and Will's son Trey from a previous relationship. Jada shared with us her perspective on parenting.
I think for Will and I, to be honest with you, we know who we were as teenagers. And I think that we kept that in mind in raising teenagers. We know that our kids aren't angels. We know that our kids are gonna go through stuff. They're gonna do the same.
They're real people.
They're real people.
Yeah, right.
They're gonna do the same stuff we did. We're just hoping they don't do all the crazy crap we did.
Yeah.
There's no way they could get into the kind of mess that Will and I did. And we're just hoping. I look at Willow and I go, thank you, Lord, that she's not out there in the streets like I was. Like, you know, as far as I'm concerned, my kids have been supremely easy in regards to who they are as children and raising them as young adults, because Will and I were crazy.
Of course, the Smiths were all together for Father's Day. Well, sort of.
Yeah, sort of. Jada shared an Instagram of Will, Jada, Trey, and Willow, who all made the trip to visit Will on set in Budapest, plus Jaden, who joined with a little creativity and some Photoshop
Yeah,
there.
but do not worry. The Smith family is soon to be fully reunited. Jada promises that the youngest is on his way.
Of course, the Smiths weren't the only famous family showing off their Father's Day plans.
The queen of social media, Chrissy Teigen, shared a sweet yet Chrissy-esque tribute to husband John Legend, writing in part, "My best friend and partner always, the most loving and generous and kind human in the world, and the smartest. I didn't say funniest, so you know I'm not lying here."
She also posted this adorable photo of John and their son Miles saying brunch with the boys.
And even though it was Father's Day, John Legend had to show Chrissy some love with this very real, very funny picture of Chrissy in full-on mom mode, writing, "I know it's Father's Day and all, but my wife is pretty awesome. She's taking me to dinner, but still on mommy duty."
It's a little pumping.
Yep.
Have to do it. Justin Timberlake got pretty sentimental Sunday, sharing a few photos of his son, Silas. He wrote in part, "The last 3 years of my life have brought more joy than I could ever imagine. Being a father is such a trip, an amazing discovery every day."
And Jennifer Lopez also posted quite the Father's Day tribute with a video of A-Rod reading some Father's Day cards. J-Lo captioning the post in part, "Appreciate appreciating you and loving you today and every day, for being our fearless leader, our everyday hero, for making us all laugh and enjoy this adventure we are all on together in every moment.
Apparently the words were kind of written all around the pages.
Yeah.
J-Lo also added Happy Father's Day to the most loving daddy, to Tashi and Ella. And thank you, my love, for being so beautifully loving to Emmy and Max.
Yeah, we also got a glimpse of Adam Levine and Bahati Prinsloo's second daughter, Gio Grace.
The supermodel captioning her Instagram post, quote, "My first baby holding our second baby. Our girls are so lucky to call you dad, and I'm so lucky to have you as a husband, a lover, and a friend."
Cute little baby there too. And Gwyneth Paltrow shared 2 sweet Father's Day Instagrams. One for ex-husband Chris Martin, writing, "Happy Father's Day, you are my sunshine."
Another post with fiance Brad Fulchick and his family writing, "You are extraordinary."
And last but not least, new mom Khloe Kardashian celebrated Father's Day back in Los Angeles with baby True.
The reality star shared on Instagram her very sweet welcome home, complete with cookies with True's face on them.
Of course. Khloe also
gift.
shared a photo of her daughter, who appeared to be holding on to Father Tristan Thompson's finger. The picture captioned, "Happy Father's Day."
It's not immediately clear whether the NBA player also made the trip back to LA with Khloe. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, well, regardless, one adorable baby.
Definitely is. All right, guys, let's take one last look at our question of the day in honor of National Splurge Day. We're asking you what you would spend some big bucks on.
Yeah, one Twitter user says, "I would totally revamp my wardrobe and get all the clothes I've been dreaming of."
All right, love that. We'll ask you a new question of the day
Today's
tomorrow.
the day you do that.
Do it, go, do it. Make sure to tune back in tomorrow at noon for our other question of the day. But first, guys, we are going to switch gears to this. Watch.
Police take Bruce, Debbie, Pastor Tiffany, and her mother Tracy to the station for questioning. But the Irwins quickly ask for a lawyer, and Lucas's parents stay surprisingly tight-lipped.
You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against core law.
In October 2015, the Word of Life Christian Church became the talk of the nation after police arrested 9 members for their roles in the beatings of 2 teenage brothers that killed one of them. It's the focus of this week's People magazine investigates cults on Investigation Discovery.
Lucas Leonard bled to death on a hospital gurney after being beaten for over 12 hours. His younger brother Christopher survived, but is still recovering from his injuries almost 3 years later.
Even more surprising, the boys' parents, Bruce and Deborah Leonard, were taken into custody and refused to cooperate with investigators. And we're joined now by People's senior true crime reporter Chris Harris to break down exactly what we need to know about this case. Chris, you actually went upstate in 2015 to investigate this cult. Thanks for being here. This is just mind-blowingly tragic and terrible.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Now, Chris, at the time of the assault, the leader of the church was 29-year-old Tiffany Irwin. So who was she? What do we need to know about her and her role in the assault?
Tiffany, she became the head of the church, well, I should keep calling it a church, but it's a cult. She became the head of the cult in 2012 when her father, who founded it, Jerry, he died. Her reign, though, over this church was a lot more oppressive than her father's, and she wanted to micromanage every member's life down to who they married, what they did, with what TV they watched. And a lot of members obviously didn't like that.
Right.
Lucas and Christopher Leonard among them. They announced their intentions to leave, and that's when things got bad.
Really bad.
Yeah, cult leaders don't want people leaving.
Yeah, well, in total, 9 people were sent to prison for their involvement in Lucas's death. How did this escalate to a 12-hour beating? I mean, what you said is one thing, but getting to that point and for people to be on board for this is just hard to imagine.
Especially the parents.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were brainwashed over a lot of years. They were in this cult. The Irwins had a lot of power and control over them. I'm sure they would have done anything Tiffany Irwin asked them to do. And that's how cults work. But yeah, it's really hard to imagine that parents would beat their sons over 12 hours.
One literally to death.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And the younger brother is still recovering. Doesn't talk to anybody in the cult anymore.
Yeah, both of the parents ended up pleading guilty. What was the result of the hearings?
Well, Bruce actually ended up going to jail for 10 years. He pled guilty. He testified against the other members, as did his wife, Deborah. She went to jail for 5 years. And Tiffany Irwin, the pastor, she ended up, she's going to be doing 12 years for her part. She masterminded the whole thing. She accused these brothers of sexually abusing little kids in the church because she didn't want these guys to leave because she thought it would lead other people to leave.
Okay. So that's how she got people to then do the beatings, because she accused them of things like that.
Yeah. And you know, she accused, you know, the half-sister of the brothers.
Okay.
She participated.
So all under the guise of control, and it's just amazing that it would get to that point. The surviving teen, Christopher, made a surprising announcement during one of the hearings. What did he reveal?
Well, he did reveal that he abused some of the children in the cult, but investigators believe that he only just told that to the people who were beating him to get them to stop.
Wow.
You would probably say anything after 12 hours if you were being beaten.
Oh, yeah, it's unthinkable.
Yeah.
Crazy story. Well, Chris, thank you so much for being here and
course.
walking us through this case. You guys, make sure you check out this episode of People Magazine Investigates Cults, airing tonight on Investigation Discovery.
Also, guys, coming up tomorrow, Brandy Cyrus. She joins us to break down tonight's all-new Bachelorette, which we love and are diving deeply into. Plus, #1 New York Times bestselling author and radio host Bobby Bones is here to talk about his new book. You do not want to miss that.
Yeah, and guys, in honor of our 1000th show, which we're very excited about, take a look at this.
What's up, guys? Today we have an update on Joan Rivers, more details about Brad and Angelina's secret wedding, and a notably hunky Kellen Lutz stops by our studio. That and much more today on People Now. Oh my gosh. Flashing all the way back to like day one,
You know they were
nearly.
gonna show that?
No, I didn't.
You look like a little child.
It's, you know, take away the tie and something, I don't know, years of stress.
Oh my gosh, that was back in our old studio.
I know, 1,000 episodes, it's hard to imagine that but it's been so fun and incredible and going strong, and a lot more exciting things to come that we will be announcing very soon as well.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.